Hello and welcome to Mechwarrior Online. I want to do a quick review of why this thing is such a beast. This is a Sunspider-C, and this thing is every bit as badass as you can make it to be. One of the great things about this mech is it's an omnipod mech, which means in a clan sense that you can change out components and make this into a variety of different types of builds and mechs. You will, however, sacrifice the quirks that the mech comes built with. Let's take a look. So this particular mech, when you purchase it, as you can see, it has all the original omnipods because everything's in yellow, which indicates that they're live. If it was gray, there wouldn't be anything. So let's take a look. You get an XP bonus of 2.5, which is really nice, especially in matches. You get a missile velocity of plus 10%. Base survivable armor features, you're getting 10, 10, 7, 10, and 7, which is nice. Left arm, right arm, things like that. Target decay duration plus 0.5%. Really doesn't make much of a difference. But one of the benefits that this mech has is this mech runs typically fairly cool. So I'm running 2 LRM-20s, 2 LRM-15s, and 2 SRM-6s. Which, by the way, you can do a similar build on a on the Intersphere catapult, but you'll only be running. That's on the A1. You'll only be running 4 LRM-15s. And 2 SRM-4s, I think it is. You might be able to get SRM-6s in there if you don't mind sacrificing some armor. But you can't build this on a Intersphere catapult. And they're fairly similar when you really think about it. So the A1 and the C are very similar. But the heat management on this one is significantly better. Heat management on this is 1.51. Firepower is 94. Wow. And speed is 81. These are all better numbers than the catapult will deliver with the same weapons. But the catapult fires all the weapons simultaneously, so when it fires an LRM-20 on a catapult, if it had an LRM-20 on there, it fires all of them at the same time. On an Intersphere or on a clan mech, these stream out, like in a cyclet rate. But anyway, so I've got this guy loaded up with lots of ammo and lots of missiles. And this does really, really well. And what I typically do, because this thing runs so incredibly cool at 1.51, is I fire all 4 of my LRMs at the same time. That way they're all hitting. And how I got into doing that is by driving the catapult. The catapult you just kind of love the way it fires all the missiles at the same time. So at the same time this is firing its LRM-20s at a cyclet rate, it's also firing the LRM-15. So all of them more or less come down fairly close together. And then I'll wait for the next volley, and once I can fire the weapons after the cooldown period, then I'll fire all 4 of them again. And I can do that over and over again, and it's wonderful. Consumables, my standard thing, you'll see this across most of my missile boat builds. 2 cool shots and a UAV. Skills, this is fairly similar. However, what's different about this one is I'm also running heat gen management as well. Even though this thing has a heat management of 1.51, I want to be able to alpha strike all my long range missiles at the same time. So I needed to add this to it. I added velocity. I don't have any lasers, so it doesn't matter. All about that range. I want the maximum range on my missiles. So on the SRM-6s, I think that works out to 310. Yeah. And on the LRMs, this is, what do we got here? 1035. So without that, I'd only have a maximum range of 900, and 1035 is a lot nicer, especially if you decide you want to fire missiles at somebody and they're not locked, and I do that a lot. Maxed out on armor hardening and skeletal density one extra on overheat damage just in case. It doesn't happen very often, but it sometimes does. Cool run, heat containment, seismic sensors, really what this is about. Target decay is an absolute must if you have a LRM boat. You really want to be able to continue to fire missiles after they go into cover, because when they go into cover, that doesn't necessarily mean you can't hit them with missiles. It just means you can't see them at the time, and this will hold that lock just a little bit longer. I always max out on radar deprivation, because why not? It's like free armor in my book. And you can see my my extra consumables. There's nothing else really to add on to this. This thing is pretty much perfect the way it is. And the weapon grouping is just buttons left and right for my SRMs, and then I fire all 4 of these at the same time. So realistically, if I push all 3 buttons at the same time, I'm dishing out, what do we say again? 94 damage. Now granted, the LRMs aren't going to do a tremendous amount of damage at close range, but the optimum range, they're doing really well. Anyway, I hope this was informative, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. And if you decide to consider getting one of these, remember to put the LRM-15s first, and then the LRM-20s, so that way the LRM-20s end up on top. That means you have a better likelihood of getting more missiles on target if the ground gets in the way during the target locks. Hope to see you on the battlefield.
This is Clan Command. Get to the target and capture it. Cut down any enemies that get in the way.
Override engaged.
Target spotted.
Target acquired. New target
Target
acquired.
spotted. Spotted.
New target acquired.
We have a knocker somewhere.
Gulf 7, we've got an assault mech.
New
Target
target
spotted.
acquired.
Dia masuk
New
ke
target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
New target acquired.
they pushed us out of the circle, guys.
LRM destroyed.
Oh, that was interesting.
Forces are halfway there.
Don't have to stay in this match to see where this is gonna go.